What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. Today, we're going to be talking about the new team of the week. We're going to be going over the Tension Mounts SBC, and then we're going to go ahead and discuss how this has changed the price of some of the non-rare players in your club, the non-rare golds, that you might be able to go ahead and sell on the market right now. So I wouldn't miss out on that. The only issue is you guys only got 18 more hours. So this is going to expire probably about 5 hours, maybe 4 hours after this video goes up. So if you haven't yet looked through your club and seen some non-rare cards that maybe gone up about 1,000 coins because of this SBC, go ahead and do that now, guys. But before we do that, we're going to actually do the SBC itself. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use De Jong as our player up top. I believe we have him. There we go. And there it is. So what I did was I had this Eunice card for a while, and then without buying this card, I decided I'm going to do a UCL common pack where it gives you 2 common players, and I just did that and got Kluivert out of it. I was like, alright, that's not the best card to get. I also ended up getting Krovinovic, which is a Croatian cam, but I wanted to go with Netherlands more than Croatia. And it ended up being very cheap. In a rare Electrum players pack, that's 6 rare gold, 6 rare silver, which is definitely worth doing this SBC for, because it's actually quite a cheap SBC, and you're getting a lot of rare cards in return. It's basically a 50k pack, but half of them are silver. That's basically what that pack is. You guys have seen my parody video, maybe, where we talk about all the crazy pack names that we've seen in FIFA in the last couple years. They just keep getting longer. Premium, Electrum, Prime, Superior, Platinum, Gold Players packs. But yeah, we're starting to decipher what packs are which at this point. I'm getting used to them, and then they're probably going to add like 14 more different packs. What do we got in the pack, though? We get ourselves an Inform, and this is a new team of the week. Now, it's a Moroccan goalkeeper. I mean, how good could it possibly be? We got Bono here as a reward. I'll take any Inform, all right? It's not one of the better Informs, that's for sure, but it's an Inform nonetheless. I'm going to take that. It's probably discard price. Let's see what it actually goes for right now. It looks like maybe a little bit above discard right now. It is in La Liga, so since it's in La Liga, it looks like maybe it goes for like 11,000 coins. So a little bit above discard. We'll send it to the transfer list. Danilo Pereira, he's definitely going to go in the club. We're going to go ahead and send all these guys to the club, and then we'll sort through them here in a few minutes. But hey, not a crazy good pack, but definitely better than what we're normally expecting out of my pack luck. For the non-rare cards, and even some rare cards that I was mentioning, these cards are up a little bit right now. Now, the higher rating the non-rare card, the more likely it is to be high rated. So you're going to really be looking for players from, you know, the top nations that are going to be used in this SBC. So Germany, Spain, Portugal, Netherlands, Brazil, Argentina, etc., etc. You get the point. So players like Casio might be like a good shout. Bought this card for 400. He's only 75 rated, but you can tell that people are buying him right now. And why else would you buy a card that's Brazilian and 75 rating from the Saudi Arabian League, unless by chance you're doing like an advanced SBC right now, like Hybrid League of Nations? Like, there's no really reason for this card to have so much demand right now to even be above discard price. But as you can see, he's up to like 1,100 coins, and this is just a 75 rated goalkeeper. I mean, imagine what kind of cards you might have in your club right now that would go for a lot. So we're going to go ahead and make over double what we bought him for on that card. And even though it's like low budget, it's still, we're making over 100% profit on that card from what we bought him for. So as you scroll across, guys, and I'm not going to show you every card that I list, but you're going to want to find those cards from the big nations, and sometimes they might not go for that much. But sometimes you get lucky and you find a card that goes for like 1,400, 1,500 that really should normally be going for discard price. So we've got this card Tabia here, and it looks like there's a lot of cards up for 1,500 right now, but there's not really any bids too much, so it doesn't look like this card's gone up by a very much, you know, in comparison to the last card. But, you know, you might be able to sell it on for like 800 coins, which is more than what it would normally go for, once again. And the higher up in rating you get, more likely the cards are going to be more expensive. Let's check Soldado. He's not from the greatest of leagues, but he is Spanish, and he's 78 rated. Looks like this card is going for like maybe 1.2, 1.3 thousand coins. Let's go ahead and list that for 950. There we go. And keep on scrolling across. We've got a couple of Spanish left backs. We've also got Marcos Rojo, which is a pretty solid one, I think. Argentina. Looks like he might be going for over 1,300 coins. So there we go. We've got ourselves a nice card there. We'll list him for 1,400. Definitely one of the higher rated. Then we got Escudero, as I said. There's probably a lot of different Spanish left backs you can go with from La Liga. So he's not unique or anything. But as you scroll across, you see the cheapest buy now we've seen so far is about 2,000 coins. Closer you get to 59 minutes, the cheaper the card will get. And then you can get a better idea on what he actually goes for. But it looks like he's selling for about 1,800 coins. So there we go. Escudero going up for 1,800 coins. And I am 99.9% sure that card will sell within that first hour that it's listed. Now, there could be, an unlucky timing with my listing there or something, but that was the cheapest card on the market for that Escudero. All the other Escuderos were up for 1,900 or more. And then you can even go with some of the guys that are rare cards. They're probably up as well a little bit. You've got Wendell here, and even though rare cards do quick sell for like 700 coins, he's up above 1,000 coins. He should be going for about 1,200, so we'll go ahead and list up that card as well. Upamecano, maybe he's up a little bit. We've got a French center back from Bundesliga. It doesn't look like he's up at all. Keep scrolling across. Alvaro. The menu lag's a little bit bad today. Now, if you guys ever get menu lag and it's becoming an issue for you guys, so if you ever have you ever gone and you've gone to the transfer market and you've clicked up twice to get to compare price, but when you click up twice, it only goes up once, and you accidentally list on the transfer market for an open bid? Because I've done that several times this year. The way to actually avoid doing that, guys, so a quick tip for you, is whenever you're looking and comparing prices, always use the D-pad, not the D-pad, the analog stick, because there's actually no menu lag with the analog stick. And I'm not sure why this is the way it is, but I know it's not my controller or anything, because it's happened year after year, controller after controller. It's not the controller. It's literally just menu lag for FIFA. It happens with the D-pad. It doesn't happen with the analog stick. So if you're ever going across and trying to compare a price, always use the analog stick. That way you're not listing a card for open bid, especially if it's like an icon or something big. You definitely don't want to be listing that on the market for open bid. So we just sold that Bono for almost 12K. We've already sold that Kishoni. Cartabia sold. Van Beek. This is a 75 rated Dutch guy that sold for 1,400. Raphael already sold for 1,000. Casio already sold for 900 coins. And we've still got quite a few listed up on the market. But we've already made a decent amount during this episode because of that inform pull. Even though it was a discard inform, we only spent a couple K on that SBC. So with all the players we got in return plus the inform, we're actually looking dope. So the next thing I want to talk about in this episode is going to be UCL cards and how maybe we can invest in these. And I'm not too sure I'm actually going to commit to this, but I've been looking at the graphs and I've been looking at the trends of every Thursday and seeing how UCL cards fluctuate on Thursdays. And what I've seen is that they go up quite a bit, especially the cards that don't have an inform and are used in weekend leagues. So Moussa Dembele is a card that is an example. So Moussa Dembele, he's the cheapest he's ever been. So don't expect this card to be the same price every week or the same price every 2 weeks or anything like that. But what I've noticed, guys, is a card like this Moussa Dembele at 73,000 coins. I have a feeling this card for 73K easily could go up to 85,000 coins throughout the course of the next 24 hours. And I'm recording this at about 11 p.m. UK time on Wednesday night. So by 11 p.m. UK time on Thursday night, I'm thinking it'll be up about 12,000 coins. Now, there's a couple of variables. One, Black Friday is coming, and that's going to affect the prices of all cards a little bit. On top of that, how much do people still want UCL cards? What is the value of these UCL cards at this point in the game? The farther we get into the game, the longer we have team of the weeks and upgrades for different cards. These UCL cards are going to be less and less valuable because in the end, they're only a +1 upgrade on everything. So how valuable actually are they? And what supply is coming in from packs. So we saw the supply, and that's why they dropped a lot. I'm thinking, yeah, these are going to be decent investments. So I want to kind of put a lot of coins in these cards and take them and just sell them on the Thursday. Just 24 hours, a flip of one day. That way we're not investing long term, because as we get closer to Black Friday, when you're holding big cards, it's dangerous. Like I told you guys to dump any weekend league worthy cards. About a week ago, a week plus ago, I sold all my cards like 2 weeks ago. And you guys that have been keeping up with the Trading to Glory know all about that. But it's just an idea that I have, and I want to maybe give it a go during this episode. So we're going to get into that a little bit, and then we're going to talk about Team of the Week, and that's going to be episode number 29 of Trading to Glory. And if you guys have made it to this point in the video, what I want you guys to do, comment down below. What should be the comment question of the day? I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think this is what we're gonna do. What do you guys think is the best Inform investment from Team of the Week number 8? What do you guys think is the best Inform investment? Go ahead and tell me. My favorite investment from Team of the Week 8 is blank. And then with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just heart your comment, reply to it. And that'll give me an idea of how many of you guys are making it to the middle and end of my videos. Because I kind of want to know, my watch time's like an average of 4.5 minutes. So I know a lot of people will click on the video, watch it for 30 seconds and be like, nah, not my thing. But I also got a lot of people that literally watch the last minute of every single video, no matter how long it is. And you guys are freaking legends. And I just kind of want to know, which guys are that? So yeah, comment that down below. Let's go ahead and get into that UCL trading though. So just to dabble with this UCL method a little bit, I'm trying to play it safe and pick up some decent deals on top of it, just so they don't rise a lot, especially this week as we're getting closer to Black Friday. Then I'm still safe. So I picked up this Goretzka card for 73,000 coins, and on top of it, it's fresh. So that helps a little bit. 73k. It looks like he's going for like 78 or 79k right now. So if I were to sell it for 78 or 79k, I'd basically make like 1,000 coins after tax. But what I'm thinking is maybe this card rises to 85,000 coins by tomorrow, and I make a nice 6,000 coins. I'm not expecting a huge amount of profit, but if this card rises, every single 1,000 coins that it rises is profit for me right now, because we're already in that profit range. We're not waiting to get out of the tax. Because I got a decent deal on them already. So I thought, 73k is decent. So that's going to be our first investment. Throughout the night, I'm going to pick up more, especially late night tonight, because I'm going to have to go for a little while in between. But I've been looking at Dembele as well. I just really like Dembele. I just think, given the fact that he's from Premier League, and he's Spurs, and he's just got really good links and stats and everything. I might be able to try to get him on bid. 74k is just not cheap enough for me, because I've seen him chilling around the mid-70s for a while. I'm trying to get him for like 70 or less would be ideal, especially like the fresh ones right here. So 70 or less would be ideal for him. And what I also did is I made that squad, and I've had that UCL squad for a while, where it's just concept cards for all the UCL rare cards. And especially on the bench, that's what I've been looking at. You can kind of just search through and figure out their prices. And learning their prices is like half the work. Learning their normal prices is half the work. And then buying them and making the profit is the other half. So I've already kind of gone through and pretty much learned all the prices of these cards and the supply. You can definitely see how, like, Robin is going to have less supply on the market than like Kondogbia, because he's 3 ratings higher. So there's going to be less Robins on the market than Kondogbia. That doesn't necessarily mean that Kondogbia has to be cheaper. I mean, in this instance, he is. But just because like a card is more rare doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be more expensive, because it also comes down to the demand of the card as well. Kondogbia probably has more demand than the Robin card has, which is why an 83 rated card like him is staying up in price so much. Jeremy Tolan from Dortmund, 92 pace, 70 physical, like a really good right back. For a 76 rated card, honestly, I'm genuinely confused on the supply. I just feel like they're not Like, the pack weight for certain cards, I feel like EA have messed with it. Because Tolan only has 2 pages of cards right now as a 76 rated card. But if you go to, like, someone like Mandzukic, who's an 85 rated card, I mean, yes, not as many people are probably going to use Mandzukic in their team as Tolan. But, like, look how much supply is on the market for Mandzukic. I mean, we're only up to the 20th minute. Like, I'm not saying that EA have messed with some of these cards in their supply, but EA have messed with some of the cards in their supply for sure. My next pickup here is Robin for 76K. Not as, I guess, great of a deal in my opinion as the Goretzka. I mean, this one, like, right now, he's not really even selling for like 82K. He'd probably sell for 80. So if I were to sell him for 80K, that would just get me my coins back, pretty much. But there's another one that just went up for like 79.5. So just to kind of give you an idea what he's going for. But I figured 76,000 coins for Robin is a safe bet, given the fact that he's a little bit higher rated. And when they're higher rated, that means that they're a little bit more rare on the market. There's only a handful of pages, only 3 pages of Robin. So it would just require a few different people to be picking up this card for a weekend league team for him to actually rise in price. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good investment. I feel like I'll be able to sell this for 85K or more tomorrow. So that's another one I'll pick up and send to the transfer list. I'm not done there. Hopefully I'll be able to get a couple more of these UCL cards. Picked up a couple more UCL cards on bid now, and also got an Emre Can I'll show you in a second. But this deal on Son, I got him on bid here for 112. I placed the bid with like 35 seconds to go, and just nobody outbid me. And I think that this is a brilliant deal because it looks like he's going for like 135 right now. Yeah, like 135K. So that's already 20K profit on that card. And I'm expecting it to hit 140 or 145,000 by tomorrow. So we could end up making, like, if we're lucky, 30K after tax on this card. And then Dembele for 68K on bid. I've seen this card hovering around the mid-70s all night. So 74K and 72K, these cards right here, that's already kind of low for the card. Because I've seen them up to like 77K at some points in the night as well. Overall, what I'm expecting is probably like 81, 82K. Nothing huge, but still, for a card that we got for 68K, if we can sell it for 80K, after tax, you're taking 4K tax, we're still going to end up making 8,000 coins on the card after tax. So that's actually quite solid. I will take that on one Dembele card that we're flipping over the course of 24 hours. Pretty solid. So we're going to go ahead and assign those, send them to the transfer list here, and show you guys exactly what we got on our transfer list now. So now we have 5 investments in UCL cards, and like obviously we're not like going overboard with this investment. Like we're kind of just getting a taste for UCL investments, and hopefully gonna be able to use this like every single week now for or every single UCL week for a flipping method if it does end up working out, because then once we get used to it and once we start learning prices a little bit more, and you always got to study these prices because that's half the work. And then we can go all in next week. Is there UCL games next week? There might be. And nonetheless, the next UCL week that we have, I'll put a full mill into it. If it ends up working today, I'll put a full mill into it next UCL time. And also, it seems like on the Wednesday, like Wednesday afternoons, and then like early Thursdays, like midday Thursdays, they're the best times. Now Thursday night, or Wednesday night that I got my days mixed up. So Tuesday afternoon they're pretty cheap, and then Wednesday night and Wednesday afternoon they're pretty solid. But like as you get later into the night, less cards are going up on the market. More people have already done that UEFA marquee matchups, and then as you enter Thursday, there's going to be less supply, and then once that supply is cut off, that's when the cards really start going up, because you got the rewards from everything and all the coins and the weekend league demand and everything really pushing the price upwards, which is why I think this is going to work so well. So that's going to kind of cover our UCL investment part of the video. We're going to get into the team of the week, but what I might do is pick up a couple more UCL cards like after this video is over, like throughout the night on my companion app or something, if I can find some deals. So if I do pick up any, I'll just put that at the beginning of the next episode, just so you're not missing out on anything and kind of wondering where any cards came from. Nonetheless, guys, we're going to go ahead and just give our first impressions on the new team of the week. This just came out earlier today. There are quite a few like discard investments that I kind of like in here. But with Black Friday coming, it's just dangerous to invest in any of like the really high-rated cards. But one thing you might want to note is like next week after Weekend League is over, I could see, you know, Mertens and Felipe Anderson and Timo Werner. These guys could be pretty low in price. You got to consider the fact that, yes, they're going to be involved in the market crash, the pre-crash, where people are selling and liquidating everything and they're afraid to buy. But they're not going to be a part of the actual supply that hits for Black Friday. If you're like panic selling a card that's not going to be in packs during Black Friday, or if you're preparing for Black Friday by selling cards that aren't in packs, then it doesn't make too much sense, because there's not going to be that excess supply for those cards on Black Friday, which is why the crash even happens in the first place. Now, if you sold, you know, any team of the week cards a couple weeks ago because you know that there's going to be other people selling the cards, yeah, I get it. But like for the cards, what I'm saying is for like Mertens and Felipe Anderson, like if they drop for like the pre-crash, if they're like real low for some reason in the pre-crash, buy them. Buy the heck out of them at the end of this Weekend League and just wait, because, yeah, Black Friday is going to come, and they might not really rise in the first week after, but, like, Black Friday is going to come. There's going to be so many more coins on the market. One, traders are going to have so many coins. Investors are going to have so many more coins. People that open FIFA points are going to have so many more coins, and they're going to be able to buy these cards, and since there was no supply hitting the market during that time for these cards, they're only going to rise from Black Friday on, especially the ones that are like Weekend League desirable, the ones that aren't going to get any second informs or third informs to push their previous informs down. So like if Mertens got another inform, yeah, that Mertens card, that first inform, it's going to drop. That's how it always works. So when you're investing long term for Team of the Week cards, it can work really well, or you can get unlucky and it can and their performance in real life can kind of screw you over. So you never really want to put your profit too much in the hands of someone that's not yourself. I never put my profit in the hands of EA, of course, but also putting your profit in the hands of how they perform in real life. Obviously, that's the whole concept of ones to watch cards, but you also know how we invest in ones to watch cards. We pick them up at the end of their games and then sell them before their games start, so we don't have to actually worry about them scoring. Nonetheless, you guys kind of get my point on some of these higher rated cards. Hopefully I've stated my case on what I think is the best move for those, you know, high tier informs in this current team of the week. But let's get into some of the more, I guess, affordable ones for lower budget guys. We've got Charisma here, who isn't like a super expensive card for an 86 rated inform. But right now, as of before Division Rival rewards, before Weekend League rewards, he's a pretty rare inform. He's not on the market that much. There's only about 10 of them on the market right now, and he's going for 50K already, which means that this 86 rated inform could drop another 10,000 plus coins with all the supply that would hit from the rewards, which makes me think that not a bad investment. Like, honestly, not too bad. He is Portuguese, which links with other Portuguese players, but he is from the Turkish league, and that doesn't really get the greatest links. Now, he does get a hyperlink with Pepe, but it's not like Pepe's card is like ridiculously good or anything. But nonetheless, okay card in terms of an investing, because he's going to be a little bit more rare because he's 86 rated. So if he gets down to like one of the cheapest 86 rated informs, I think that would be the way to go. So if you're going to search for players, let's just go 86 rated, and we're going to go informs. And we're just going to see what the cheapest ones are. I'm looking this up right now so I can tell you guys completely and accurately what we should expect. So the cheapest inform for all 86 rateds is about 43,000 coins. That's Neto and Mandzukic, both of them. are about 43K, and then 44K you got Bernardo Silva and Chesney. So like right there, that's where these cards prices are at. If Quaresma gets down to like their prices or below, I'd say that's a good pickup because he's a usable card for sure. But also, if he's the cheapest 86 rated inform, that means that he's going to be a great card for squad building challenges in the future. And who knows when that next Prime Icon SBC is going to drop. If he's the cheapest 86 rated inform when a new Prime Icon set drops, especially if it's one of the good Prime Icon sets, that card will go up a solid amount of coins. If you massive invest in a card like that, you're making bank. So only if he gets down to the cheapest 86, but if he does, I'd say that's a pretty solid investment. Next up, we've got Diego Valeri here. He's from the Portland Timbers. Now, he is Argentinian, but MLS isn't the greatest league to invest in. But this is one of those cards that'll get down close to discard. Not quite discard, but get down close to it. You might be able to pick it up for like 11, 12,000 coins. If you can get them for that low, worth a no-risk investment right there. Then we've got João Mario. He's an 84 rated Portuguese player from Inter Milan. He's got all-round stats, but in comparison to previous years, I'm honestly thinking he's not looking as good as he has been in previous years. He's looking all right, but overall, I'm not too fond of the investment. I probably won't be investing in any João Mario, but that doesn't mean he won't rise after Black Friday. He can also work in that respect, but with that price, I don't know. He's a little bit too expensive for like any SBC related, but a little bit like, I don't know, not good enough still for like an overall crazy good investment. There's just going to be too many cards that just replace him too quickly. Any other center mid inform from the Premier, or not the Premier League, but Calcio or Portugal could easily replace that. Next up, we've got Chilwell. He's a left back in Premier League, so that's something to consider because he is not only in the Prem, guys, which is informs from the Prem always have value, but he's a left back. Left backs are always expensive for SBCs. Left backs are always expensive when they're informed. Did you guys see what happened to that Havidaz card? He was 84 rated. He was German, and that card just skyrocketed. He was like 14, 15K. He's like 50,000 coins extinct now. It's ridiculous. That's because he was a left back card and he got great links with Germans. This card is English, so he's going to get great links with the English players, but also being from Prem, he could definitely be used in the Player of the Month. And given the fact that he's already like maybe 17,000 coins on buy now right now, maybe 18K on buy now, like 16K on bid. This is before rewards. Pick up as many of these cards for like 14K or less. I'd pay up to 14K because on top of that, like it's not a great card, don't get me wrong, but it's usable. It's definitely usable. I wouldn't prefer it. I don't think many people would prefer it for Weekend League, but it's usable as well. I think anything 14K, maybe even 15K or below for Chilwell is a great. I think that's one of my favorite investments from this Team of the Week. Romagnoli's next. He's another 84 rated card from this Team of the Week. The thing about Romagnoli is he links with everything, man. He is Italian. He's from Inter, or not Inter, but from AC Milan. Romagnoli is a great link. Like, honestly, in comparison to João Mario, like, I'd probably prefer Romagnoli. He's a couple thousand coins cheaper, but, like, all those goalkeepers that are Italian, like Mattia Perin, they're all super cheap. You want to use them in 83 and 84 rated SBCs. Romagnoli's going to be that link. He's going to always be that link. So, especially depending on the supply of the card, which right now, it seems like there's a decent amount of him. So, there's going to be even more after the rewards. I like Romagnoli. I think he's a good investment. Like, I'm not going to say he's like the top investment from this Team of the Week, but like he could definitely end up working out. We got Daily Blind here, which I think he's replacing the Sergio Ramos that was supposed to be in this Team of the Week, and also probably should have seen a Sterling as well. But I don't know. I feel like they kind of messed up this Team of the Week a little bit. Not really messed up for traders or anything, but in terms of like how realistic it should be for Team of the Week, like Quaresma like didn't even play this way. I feel like they gave him that inform for his performance the week beforehand, and then also like Sergio Ramos and then Raheem Sterling didn't make it, and they had great weeks as well. It's not like it bothers me too much. It was just confusing when I saw the Team of the Week come out, and I was like, that is weird that they did not make the team. Daily Blind though, he's Ajax, he's Netherlands, he's okay, but like I wouldn't be picking up those cards. I'd focus more on the other defenders. And then we've got that La Liga guy that we packed earlier today. There's no reason to really pick that card up. You got Zach Steffen here, unless there was some sort of USA thing to get hyped up about. Like, There's nothing. There's no MLS tots. There's no 4th of July for a while. I don't think that Zach Steffen's a good investment at all. Now, Chester would be a good investment if Aston Villa was in the Premier League, but they haven't been there in a couple years now. So Chester, I mean, he's an okay card. He's from Wales. It's not like the greatest either. I don't like Chester as an investment. Rongier, center mid from France here. If you can get this card for discard, I like this as a discard investment. It looks like you will be able to get him for 11K or less. Get him as a discard investment. I like that as a discard investment. Sean Jordan. I mean, it could work as a discard investment. I think there's better discard investments than Jordan. Hazard, Thorgan Hazard. This is probably one of the better cards from the bench. You can definitely see he's got a price to him as well. Nothing huge. Like the ones that are up for 99K are people transferring coins. But he's going for like 29,000 coins right now. That's an 84 rated card. If you look at 84 rated, the cheapest ones in the game are about 21, 22K. So that like Romagnoli card that we mentioned, he's actually the cheapest 84 rated inform already. That's before rewards. That Romagnoli's probably going to drop even farther, which kind of solidifies him as an investment for me. I think Romagnoli is awesome for an investment. But once we get to Black Friday, something you're going to notice for these Team of the Week cards, guys, there's just going to be so much supply of that Team of the Week that's in packs during Black Friday that you're probably not going to want to invest in any of those Team of the Week cards from Black Friday because there's just going to be way too much supply for those cards. What's going to happen is those are going to be in packs. Everybody's going to look at them, say, oh, I like that as an investment. I like this as an investment. And then they're going to drop super low. They're going to be the cheapest informs in the game. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, this is an amazing investment. But realistically, it's going to take a while for those cards to rise because of the supply that we're going to get from Black Friday. Like, you guys think we've seen packs for Scream or we've seen packs for OTWs. You guys do not know what's coming for Black Friday if you think that was a lot of packs. The packs on Black Friday, just it's the first market crash of the year, and we see it every year, like the big drop that happens a couple weeks before Black Friday and then into Black Friday. Like, it takes a big percentage off of everything on the market. So expect it. Just expect it. Richarlison got his first inform. This is something I haven't even looked into yet, but he's actually quite cheap for, honestly, a pretty solid card with, isn't it 5-star skills? Oh, it's 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. Still solid. But his OTW probably went up to over 50,000 coins now. 39K. I don't know. It's a striker card as well. So this Richarlison, given the fact that I believe his OTW is a left mid. Now, I might be mistaken, but I believe it's a left mid OTW. The fact that the inform is a striker adds value to this inform. And if you were to get a second inform that's at like left wing or left mid, it wouldn't affect the striker inform nearly as much as it would if he got like a second inform that was a striker. So, yeah, I think Richarlison overall, like, I'd probably invest in the OTW rather than the inform. But if the inform gets low enough as an 81 rated card, it's solid for like long term because 81 rated cards can drop real low during the current Team of the Week. But if not too many people invest in this card for long term, a card with that kind of value, with 85 pace, 84 dribbling, 80 physical, 78 shooting with 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, he's in the Premier League, he's Brazilian. That's a card that will be used in weekend leagues for many, many months to come as long as he doesn't get another inform. And yeah, he is definitely... he definitely does have a large chance, I guess, of getting another inform. He's been playing really well for Everton. But what I'm saying is he still could go up a lot. And especially if he, like he has been playing striker for Everton. If he gets a left mid inform, yeah, he's going to go up to 84 rated, but that striker card's still going to have value because it's a different position. So definitely keep that in mind. Laborde, a right forward. There's not many right forward natural cards that you get in the game. Honestly, it's a outside mid. It's not bad. It's not bad. The only problem is how many SBC formations require right forward. It's not that many formations that require the right forwards. I don't know. Laborde, discard price, if you can get him for bare minimum, like 100, 200 coins above discard, I think you'll make a couple thousand coins per card on him. but it's not gonna be huge. I'd stay away from Guzman. No reason to pick him up. No reason to pick Khalifi up. No reason to pick Goodwin up. Light Geb, no reason to pick him up. And then Schaffler, yeah, I don't think there's any reason to pick him up either. So that is my Team of the Week 8 analysis. We've covered a lot in this episode, so if you did end up enjoying it, make sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Again, at the beginning of the next video, I'm going to go ahead and discuss any other UCL cards that I picked up. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.